Ah, those poor people, all while having to wear a mask. Courtney Aitken returning with weather now.
Yes, well, flights are claustrophobic enough, and that just seems miserable, but we will all get through it together. Well, a little bit of a cooler day here on the Central Coast today. We had a high of, or not a high, but right now 60 degrees in Monterey, and so a little bit cooler than yesterday, 65 in Salinas here. Down the Salinas Valley, we do still have a few toasty temperatures, a couple of triple digits, and those should take a couple more hours to cool off completely, but due to those low clouds that we were seeing overnight and into this morning, we are seeing temperatures several degrees lower in some places than they typically are. So 7 degrees cooler today in Hollister and 2 degrees cooler in Salinas and Monterey. Some places with no change, including Carmel Valley and Big Sur, but those clouds definitely do have implications for cooling us off. But I do want to talk a little bit about gusts of wind, because that is going to be a common theme tonight and into Thursday as well. Right now we have double-digit winds in plenty of places here, 26 miles per hour in King City, and then just above in Arroyo Seco, 25 miles per hour. So those higher elevation places like Pacheco Pass, always pretty gusty up there, but right now we're seeing gusts of wind even in places like Hollister, where we have 14 mile per hour winds there, as well as Gilroy. And as we get into this evening, winds should die down just a bit. Again, higher elevation places like Pinnacles National Park, 15 miles per hour there overnight. Into the early hours this morning, we should have very mild conditions in the Santa Cruz Mountains down to the Monterey Bay Peninsula. But again, as we get into the tomorrow morning, we are already seeing things pick up in King City and Bradley, and tomorrow afternoon, a similar pattern into the afternoon and evening, where we have double-digit winds in places all up the Salinas Valley, our little wind tunnel here, and of course those higher elevation areas will be gusty as well. So keep an eye out for those winds tomorrow. In terms of your highs and lows for your Thursday, things will be a little bit warmer than they were today. So Santa Cruz 75 for your high in the afternoon. Things will start out a little bit cloudy and drizzly, but will heat right up into the 70s for the Santa Cruz Mountains, and even 89 in some places like Boulder Creek. Coastal areas staying a little bit cooler. Davenport high of 65 tomorrow. Now slightly further inland, Salinas picks up to 70 after a high of about 68 or 69 today. Some places, Prunedale still 68 for tomorrow. Watsonville a little bit more sun, so 70 tomorrow. And then Castroville and Marina will stay in the 60s tomorrow. Further inland for Hollister and Gilroy will stay in the 80s tomorrow, as those will get that sunlight, won't be impacted by those overnight clouds and drizzle that we're expecting. But Monterey Peninsula still cloudy tomorrow, 67 in Monterey, 63 in Pebble Beach and Pacific Grove, and then 69 for Carmel by the Sea. So some sunshine there, but not quite as warm as usual. Pinnacles National Park tomorrow, 88, King City at 82, and Soledad and Gonzales still in the 70s. Greenfield just below 80 degrees tomorrow. Bradley at 90 degrees, so not necessarily expecting any triple digits tomorrow, and Parkfield at 89, just below 90 degrees for you. On the coast for the next week or so, more drizzle tomorrow. In the early hours of the morning, we'll have an average high of 69 for coastal areas. Those clouds will clear out by the afternoon, and by Friday we'll see a slight warm up going into the weekend, so a high of 70 on average. Saturday and Sunday remaining in the high 60s, and into the next week, high 60s across the board as well. Now, as for the inland areas, warming up slightly as well, 86 for your high tomorrow, and then lots of sunshine returning, so 88 by Friday. Nice warm start to your weekend, and then we'll have mild low 80s and sunshine for the weekend and the start of next week. Veronica?
Sounds good, Courtney. Thank you.